Go.
Hey guys, this is Billy Davison with Davison Pressure Washing and Painting coming out of Hammond, Louisiana. We're doing this little demonstration just to show how powerful the 8-gallon per minute machines are. And so right here, we are filling a 10-gallon bucket. The guy that's filming it also has a stopwatch going. So towards the end, you'll hear him call out the time. It's actually 1 minute and 9 seconds once we reach the 10 gallons. And I did actually have some spillage when I was trying to get the wand into the bucket. So it's right at 10 gallons in 1 minute. You're about to hear him call out the time. And again, this is with the black downstream chemical tip.
Minute 9 seconds.
So anyway, you hear there 1 minute 9 seconds for 10 gallons. So you're just under 10 gallons per minute. Now with that being said, what does that mean? Well, as you see here, I have a black tip on the wand. The engine is wide open. Of course, everything's powered up. Now with this black chemical injector tip, it will actually clean concrete. It's a very low pressure tip, but that volume is what is actually doing the work. Most of the time, we will use a 20% downstream injector that I get from Pressure Tech, and that's spelled TEK. I think they're like $15 without the quick connects, but they last a couple months if you keep them clean. But that 20% injector with this black tip, man, I tell you, most of the time that's all we use on vinyl houses, even a little brickwork. As you see here, this black tip, can clean up the bottom edges of the brick or something around some steps without ever changing tips. And again, this is low pressure. You can pressure wash windows with it. If you run across a wind chime or something hanging off the wall, generally it never bothers it. But the flow is what is actually doing the cleaning. So that chemical injector that draws 20% with like a 10% hypochlorite, that's going to give you like 2% on the wall generally with some good soap. That's all you really need. This and that, that black tip to kind of just rinse things off and, kind of freshen things up. Generally, we never use a pressure tip. The black tip is usually the one that we use most of the time. Hardly ever put that white tip on there or that green one or either the yellow or the red. Never. Just way too much pressure. In the next demonstration, I'm going to show you the next nozzle that we'll be using is also a downstream nozzle. It does produce a little bit more pressure than that black tip, but this tip also will draw soap through the downstream chemical injector. This is what they call a J-rod. Some people call them a 4-bar tip. It's got 4 tips onto 1 bar. You have this tip here, which is kind of like a wide fan tip. Another one that's real similar to that black tip, which is a little bit lower pressure than this. And then you have 2 zero tips on it. One's a little bit broader stream than the other. But at 8 gallons a minute, I would say you would want to use that black tip or either this J-rod tip for probably 99% of any power washing that you have. Generally, we'd use this tip here to do trim work around steps and sidewalks and stuff before we run the surface cleaner, or either rinsing. It's really good for rinsing. But this just goes to show you that the 8 gallons per minute is so far superior than the 4 gallons per minute. Like I said before, I've used those 4 gallon per minute machines for many years, and they'll get you by. But the 8 gallon per minute machine is the way to go. Even your 6 and 7 gallon per minute machines is going to be far inferior to the 8 gallon per minute. I've experimented with several of them. I know they're expensive, but they definitely will pay for themselves in the time saved and the effort that you put into the power washing job. But like always, if y'all have any questions or comments or anything, feel free to call me. My number is 985-345-0778. Thanks.